Full table. Yeah, the camera. Kindly give me a thumbs up if you can pick the audio of this video feed. Kindly give me a thumbs up if you can pick the audio of this video feed. Now, after 6 hours, after 32 players, after hundreds and hundreds of shots, but also after 31 matches, we have the very last of them all. We have the best two players in the competition without a shadow of a doubt making the final today. Ian KAZIBWE and Ibrahim KAYANJA are shooting out, racing to 9 for the chance to be called the Rookies Pool Arena 32-man comp champion here at Rookies Pool Arena in Zana, just near the roundabout that separates the districts of Kampala and Wakiso in the East African country of Uganda. This match is being streamed live on two platforms, that is Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Peter Chove Live YouTube. Both videos similar, also faultless and having the same exact commentary. The streaming date is the 14th of September, a Sunday evening. Yes, 3 frames have been played in this encounter. It is the real machine, as Ibrahim KAYANJA is nicknamed, leading by 2 frames to 1. He's the player who's just about to break. Ian has been way more in better form than Ibra, but yes, here is the final between Ibra and Ian. Once again, racing to 9 for the money and the victory and the bragging rights. To present you this action in audio and video, my name is Simon Peter Chove. Ian KAZIBWE versus Ibrahim KAYANJA. We have a final. To reach this level, Ibrahim KAYANJA, the real machine, in what was the first round, defeated the player that was called Emmanuel Chol. In the second round, he was down by 4 frames to 0, racing to 5, then he won 5 frames in a row against Dog City, winning the match. Defeated Jackson Asiku in the round of last 16 by 6 frames to 2. In the semi-final, who did see him take down Joseph Kasozi, racing 7 by 7 frames to 4. Now here he is in the final, leading by 2 frames to 1 against Ian Kazi, who, by the way, Ian, in the first round, his opponent was the guy called Shotgun. Then in the second round, he did take down another of the tournament favorites in Hazard Lokoma. His quarter-final victim was a guy called Arafat. Then in the semi-final, he defeated Simon Nogura, the computer, racing 7 by 7 frames to 5. Now here he is in the final, down by 2 frames to 1 against IBRAHIM KAYANJA, the real machine, and on the verge of winning a 4th frame in the final, and winning it by break and finish. Will simply be perhaps spinning the cue ball a little backwards. He may want to put black to the center pocket on the left. The shot he may want to play, he may play it with a little bit more power to change the choice of pocket, which is what he's doing, because it is easier now to put black to the corner pocket, bottom left, as he gets a round of applause. Of course, is the local darling, Ian 2 and Ibra 2. Race to 9. Frame number 5, Ian breaks big. By the way, he broke with too much power. Every ball on the table moved a relatively good distance. There is pretty much an even scatter of the balls. I want to think that the yellows are slightly better positioned, most especially considering the situation at the center pocket on the left, where 2 reds are just behind a yellow. All yellows are pretty much portable. Pretty much, yes, portable. The situation at the corner pocket top right does have a yellow behind another. Both are portable to the same corner pocket, especially one being played into another by connection. It's why Ian is going for the yellows. He fails to close the table, leaving it open for IBRAHIM KAYANJA. I will say to steal the yellow balls away. We are at Loki's Pool Arena. Rukia Naiga, one of the best black ball players in the country, female category, one of the best black ball players on the continent, also one of the world's best black ball players. I am very sure she's gotten her career to pay her off, establishing this beautiful arena with 4 tables. And she does have a very big fan base, and they are here to support her. She did invite players, as this tournament is pretty much the opening comp of her arena, which should be having more of these, perhaps once, at least every month. Sometimes she does organize those which don't have players of the national team. Those ones attract more players. In this one, it is pretty much open. Everybody has been here. Ian has been here. Ibra is here trying to regain the lead that he got from the word go. A lead that Ian has seen blown up in thin air. I love the seriousness. They are very good friends, these guys, but also have their own rivalry and banter on the table. I did stream a money match involving the 2 on Break and Finish Live Facebook just about 2 years ago, when Ian was only up and coming as a senior player, racing to 16. IBRAHIM KAYANJA won by 16 frames to 12. Ibra has not been queuing well. I think the last time he ever won a comp was in the month of March. Sorry, April. As I speak, we are in pretty much mid-September. It's a shame, given the skill set and the talent, who in my opinion is one of the most elaborative players on the African continent. He knows exactly what to do with the cue ball. Sometimes he does it so arrogantly. It's how he wins, it's how he loses. But for frame number 5, the real machine is surely going to win. Cue ball is not obvious though. He just tapped it to maintain the white in space for him to put black to the bottom corner pocket from the screen. Cue ball is safe, black ball is sunk. Ibra 3 and Ian 2, race to 9. Tafazatewe, thank you for watching. Guys asking me about Caesar. Caesar did not participate in this one. He's now checking into Entebbe International Airport. He's flying to Dubai, of course, with Fly Dubai. He'll be in Dubai in the wee hours of the morning. Then from Dubai, he'll get another flight to Beijing, China, to participate in the World Heibo Masters Series in Beijing. This coming week, he'll return to the country of Uganda on the 26th of this month. It will be a Saturday. Here comes Ian now to benefit from a bad break from Ibrahim Kayanja. Both dry and scratchy. After the free shot, the first shot, after a foul, the first shot is always free. It does not close the table. The table is open as I speak. Ian is free to play yellows. He's free to play reds. He will of course be playing yellows. And wants to go for the frame. Try to win it by reverse dish. The yellow ball for which he has manipulated the cue ball, the one near the center pocket on the left, is the would-be bad of all of them 6 that are on the table now. The guy with a very, very lethal hand, Ian KAZIBWE, becoming a renowned player only during COVID. He's one of those lazy developers. I went to stream a match in the pool league between the team that was called Capital Knight and Nakawa Pool Rangers as way back as 2021. Then I saw this guy who was playing well, but I didn't know him whatsoever. Then the more I saw him, the more he was seemingly getting better. The following year, 2022, the league was in its second round when Capital Knight played with the Nakawa Pool Rangers. Ian broke and finished 3 frames in a league match, something that was only happening for the first time. Performances that got him a call up to the national pool team, which had selection trials before the All Africa Pool Championships later in there. Ian passed with flying colors, represented Uganda at the Holy Cup. Since then, he has been a renowned player up to present date. This year is the best of them so far. He has won 7 events only after Caesar in terms of count of number of tournaments. Wants to make this one an 8th and has every chance to, with every reason to believe that if he gets his left hand queuing as good as he can potentially get, he will be the favorite in the final. By reverse dish, he wins frame number 5 and leads against the real machine. Sorry, it has been an equalizing frame. It is now Ian 3 and Ibra 3. Thank you for watching, Nisha. She just calls herself Caesar's #1 fan. This is break number 4 for Ian. Gets to make a ball. That is very bad news for Ibra KAYANJA because Ian seems to be having his groove on. Seems to have recaptured his mojo. He will want to go for the reds, I want to believe, but not an easily finishable frame because of the situation at the corner pocket top of the screen where there is a red entangled just in front of 2 yellows. Sifiwe Sibi are watching from South Africa, Tembisa. Thank you for watching on the Facebook stream. Go ahead, Steven on the YouTube stream. Appreciating the commentary. Thank you very much. Lexton Selizi, you want KAYANJA to win? You are praying in the name of God. Good luck to you. Someone, MX, you're asking why sponsors don't sign Ian. Ian is a player with the Roxbury Pool Club. He's under some kind of management, but he's not exactly under that one management team, but he's now one of the most informed players around. He has been queuing very, very, very well for the last 3-4 months. It doesn't come so often to defeat Caesar in a final like this. It was a 2-day comp of 64-man players at Irish Bar. Ian 9, Caesar 7 was the final score with $700 for the winner. He's very good friends with Caesar, but I saw Caesar after that final. That one really hurt him. And even just about 2.5 weeks ago, Ian did defeat Caesar in a comp that he won in the Midwestern city of Hoima. He has won 7 comps this year. That is not to include the 2 team events that he won in the Uganda Pro League with his team Roxbury, just as much as the Q Masters International Polo Carnival team event, also with the Roxbury at Q Masters in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. And in that tournament, just in case you may have forgotten, he was named Most Valuable Player, an award which got him 2 nights of enjoyment in Zanzibar Island. For now, he scratches and gives chance for the real machine to win frame number 7. Abo Konjera must be watching from Malawi. Say you're from Zambia. Okay, there is a lot of similarity between linguistics in Malawi and Zambia, and I believe that when you are speaking to each other, actually there's a lot of Nyanja in Malawi and Zambia. I think that's why Ginte is a very popular player in Zambia, and yet he's Malawian. 3-3 on the stream that is happening on Break and Finish Live Facebook as well as Peter Chobe Live YouTube. This is the final of a 32-man competition that has been happening for the last 6 hours, with Ian KAZIBWE drawing against Ibrahim KAYANJA for the chance to take the money and victory and bragging rights of this competition. The real machine now needing to put 2 yellows to corresponding corner pockets, bottom and top of the screen. That was so close to him scratching, but from an Ian perspective, close will not be close enough. Ibra can mean to be arrogant in the way he plays his cue ball, but you really love to watch a player who entertains as good as he does and wins frame number 7. Ibra 4 and Ian 3. Here comes Ibrahim KAYANJA, the guy who became known as the real machine. He was first called the machine, okay. A name that was given to him by his former manager is called Adam Ollivander, living now in Boston in the United States. He was sponsoring him and then just decided to call him the machine. But when Jerry was coming to Uganda for the first time 2 years ago plus some change, Ibrahim KAYANJA did win a comp in which he beat Caesar. When I was interviewing him post-victory, he just said that, Jerry, you are coming to Uganda. You know that you are the green machine. You know that I'm the machine. Of the 2 machines, I am the real machine. When Jerry came, Ibrahim KAYANJA did beat him in a race to 16 by 16 frames to 12 in another post-match interview. He then said, Jerry, you see what I told you? I warned you. I told you that I am the real machine. Since then, that is his most fond nickname. He's just called by fans the real machine. He's been ranked first by the Pool Association of Uganda before. He's reached the semi-finals of the All Africa Pool Championships in 2022. He has been all around the place, has won a very good number of comps like this one, but the last one he did win several months back. And by the way, he did win 3 out of 4 comps in the month of March, when Caesar was out of the country participating in the World Heibo Championships. And guess what? Caesar is now signing out of Uganda to go to China for the World Heibo Masters Series. Maybe Ibra's destiny is when Caesar is out, now needing to put 2 reds and perhaps the black for him to increase his lead in the final to 2 frames for the second time. This looks like a snooker, at least partially. Trying to find red off the cushion, hopefully for him to pot. If he doesn't pot, even finding it may be inconsequential. He finds it. He almost sunk it in with a little stroke of luck. But lucky has not been lucky enough. Chance for Ian himself to play 1 snooker, hopefully for him. But it was kind of complacent snooker. You don't allow your opponent that kind of easy angle. Has to be very wary, Ian, that for a player as good as Ibra, when you snooker, you need sometimes to snooker the angle as well, the direct angle. Should be okay, Ian. This one should be another equalizer yet again in the final. Yusuf Piri, thank you for watching. Kauye Musa, you said there was a power tournament where he beat Calvin Ficott in the final. Yes, it was in December last year. It was pretty much on just around Christmas Eve, around 22nd of December. It was the end of year championship of the Pool Association of Uganda. And if I'm not mistaken, up to present date, it's the last major, and I'm saying major tournament that he won. It's one of the reasons why he's ranked among the top 8 of Uganda. He did win the selections for the Champion of Champions Heibo Championships happening in Australia this coming week. I have some sad news to tell you that the efforts of the Pool Association of Uganda to secure a visa for IBRAHIM KAYANJA to Australia, together with Rashida Mutesi, is so far in failure. The 2 may not make the trip unless the visa successfully comes out tomorrow. What has been successful is Ibra potting his last red for him to be on the verge of potting black to extend his lead to 2, and yes, he does. The frame is finally won by the machine. It has been the hardest fought frame of them all 8 in the final so far. It is Ibra 5 and Ian 3. Thanks for watching. Yusuf Piri, Bokoma Soboda Machowe. You say well done, Ibra. Yes, it was a very well won frame. Lexton Celis, thank you for watching. Paul Casilia, you're asking about the race on the YouTube stream. It is the race to 9, Paul. Ibra still needs to win 4. Ian needs to win 6 out of the remaining 9. Lexton Selize, yes, think Ibra KAYANJA was lucky. Okay. Sereni Shabalala, thank you for watching. It's not race to 59, unless I got my captioning wrong. I've gotten it wrong a few times today. Moses Moro, you are rooting for Ibra to win this match. Thank you for watching on the YouTube stream. Shout out to you guys also in your hundreds watching on the Facebook stream. Bole Muhammad, Nick Lunika, Biamukama Rogers, Akol Dale. You think Ian is not himself today? Pretty more clear than not. Ian is winning a fourth frame, yet again with one visit of the table. Many of the frames that have been won by him, not just in the final but also in course of the entire competition, have been won by Apple. Red on or green, frame number 9 will be no exception. He comes close to Ibra, he pulls one back. The final is alive. Ian 4 and Ibra 5. Thank you for watching. Francis Mkwekwe supporting Ian, and yet you pretend to be a fan of Ibra. I'm going to be showing you. I'll show him the message where you're supporting. Blessed Mandu, also thank you for watching on the Facebook stream. Here comes break number 5 for Ibrahim Kayanja, and it has unfortunately been dry. Ian wearing the face of someone who wants to pounce on this. Douglas Omene asking if Rukia is married. She's still young. Team Solomon, you say Ibra is the player supporting Ibanda Raphael. Thank you for watching on the YouTube stream. Sky Macheng supporting Ian from South Africa. Mugisha Medi supporting Kayanja Ibra. I'm not surprised. Lexington Celeste, yes, the dry breaks are a little bit so many. The table is Super League, originally from the United Kingdom. There is a very big love story between Uganda and Super League tables. They are the favorite pool tables for pretty much all of Uganda's players, professional, amateur. They are organizers and everybody. They just make playing pool look easy. But I don't like them because sometimes they make ease of potting balls. They are the ones sometimes which Francis Mkwekwe calls Ugandan pool tables. But they are not made in Uganda though. But if you ever play on a Super League table, believe you me, you will not want to play on any other table. Once the ball is played on target, it will go in. But it doesn't mean that it will just be swallowing everything. In fact, when Malvan came to Uganda, Francis, when Maluva came to Uganda, he played at Dice Lounge. When he played a race there, which race he lost, he refused to play against any other Ugandan player unless they play at Dice Lounge, because at Dice Lounge there is this very table, the same brand. And Rukia does have 3 of them. She's a rich girl. One of them goes for, and when used, just around 2,500 US dollars. But there are other tables which you can get even at, say, at around 800, 900 US dollars. This one, Super League, it is very good, also very durable. Mashankoria, thank you for watching. You think Ian will win this one? Blessings off. You're asking where is Caesar Mente? Caesar is checking out of Uganda at the airport. He's heading to China, Beijing, where he'll be tomorrow evening, participating in the Joy Heibo Masters Series this coming week as star player for Joy Heibo. Lumonde Solutions, thank you for watching with too much love from Masulita in Uganda. As Ian trying to go for a frame this hard. That one could have been very lovely had he played the cue ball into the red, which is touching the yellow near the center area. We'll have another chance to play another shot with the same exact intention. For him to finish the frame in his current position of the table, either to play the red open, better still manipulate cue ball for him to pot it. I'm saying that dead red ball frozen against the yellow to the center pocket on the left. It has a possible passage. That is the shot. Pinpoint accuracy from Mr. Ian KAZIBWE. That is one of the most lethal left hands in the business today. Wow, wow, wow. And he's continuing queuing arrogantly. I think this frame is as good as gone. I think this frame is going to be a well finished one. Well finished frame. All he needed was to avoid having himself snookered, and will simply be rolling the last red. White ball after bouncing off the top cushion is natural for the black to that same corner pocket where it is resting close. Now to pot black for his equalizing frame. Ian KAZIBWE 5, Ibrahim Kayanja 5, race to 9. Now race to 4. Ian is starting to enjoy himself. Normally, when he's in the mood, you don't want to be an opponent of his. You don't want to be even a fan of his opponent. You don't want to be his opponent himself. You don't want to be Ibrahim Kayanja, who is not yet out, by the way. The match is only now drawing. It's just that for the last 5 to 10 minutes, Ian has been a clear better player. But the last shot is not reminiscent of that whatsoever. He does leave an open table for Ibrahim Kayanja. Try and pounce either by potting yellows or reds, any color of his choice. The yellows better position. Not just better position, they are also fewer in number on the table. Biamukamaro just asking about Ian's power rankings. Power is the pool association of Uganda. It's the one that does the ranking of these players. I have to put a disclaimer that those rankings are based only on tournaments that the association organizes. Only those. So for this one, it will not be a ranking tournament. It doesn't mean that it's not pool. So the rankings are good for the pride, and they may not exactly reveal the abilities of the players, because it is not only those tournaments in which they participate, in fact those tournaments can be 5 at maximum in a year, and if the same players have participated in about 30 tournaments in the same year. So you can imagine, you are also imagining Ibrahim Kayanja's finishing touch of frame number 11. He will want to put both yellow and black to the same corner pocket top right of the screen. Look at the English. He's going to be applying on the cue ball. He has to bounce it off the cushion and then moves it towards the top end of the table with too much spin and very good clinicism. Those ones, he does them so easily. As Rashida walks past the camera, Ian 5 and Ibra 6. Jeff Scott, thank you for watching from Kenya and supporting Ian. He does have some history in Kenya, has participated in 3 tournaments, the last 2 editions of the Grand Mchana, and this year's team backstop. He did reach the round of last 16. Has also been to Tanzania, where I want to think he performed not so much into the main comp, the men's singles, but at least in the team event, he was voted most valuable player after being top scorer of the competition, which was won by his team Roxbury. He also had in between the comp a money match that he played and won quite convincingly, by the way, racing to 16, winning by 16 frames to 10 for $1,000 against the great South African Ishmael Mtetwa. Kafas Fredol, thank you for watching. Vincent Sechibole, you are supporting. Vincent, you will be in trouble here. I will show Rashid that this message of yours. He's just trying to make sure he knows that you don't let Ibrahim Kanja take a 2-frame lead, especially when the match is starting to approach its evening. Is that one guy who is way younger than his body size would suggest? Ibrahim Kanja is older than Ian. Believe you me? Ian is only 25 and has just made 25. Mansouri is older than him, and I think just around age mates with Ibra. Maybe Ibra could be 1 year older. I think they are age mates. He's trying to find a way. He does have the will. Someone is laughing at the guy near the scoreboard that number 5 and his stomach looks like number 0, making it 50 instead of 5. So being so comical. That gentleman is a well-respected journalist in the country, like very well respected. He does cover so many sports. For Paul, it is only a passion. Ian is trying to be so passionate in winning this ongoing frame to turn the final into a race to 3. Cue ball has moved so close to the cushion, not as close to the red. Still, red is portable to the center pocket on the right. Just that the cue ball is not natural for the black. That's why it means he may have to play it with power. Bounce the cue ball off the top cushion, move it back towards the direction where there is the black. He must avoid any contact between cue ball and any of the yellows because of the risk of having himself snookered. That is the shot. Cue ball off 1 or 2 of the top cushions, off 2 cushions, off target. Very unfortunate, but it could be very costly. For whatever reason, Ibrahim Kanja has not fully utilized the chance that has been given to him. Hopefully for Ian to try and be on target, putting last red to the corner pocket where he's now standing. Has to be the shot he's playing. Cue ball being left in between those yellows where he can have sight of the black, but has to be on target. And if careless, he could put the cue ball to the center pocket on the right anyway. That's why he's drawing the cue ball backwards with. No, he's not drawing it backwards, but he's on target. No better way to recover. Mr. Ian KAZIBWE still in business here. 6-6 in the final. Dear viewers, it is now 7 frames to 6. Believe you me, Ian, who has been either drawing or trailing for most of the match, if not all, is the one that is in the lead. In fact, it's the first time that he is leading, and it is the business end of this final. At maximum, we're having 4 more frames, including this one going 1, and yet Ian is being given yet another opportunity. Probably, I'm calling it given, because he has the cue ball in hand after a scratch on the break by Ibra. What he's been having, winner of a tournament at Vibes Lounge in Entebbe, winner of a tournament at Irish Bar, also in Entebbe, winner of 2 tournaments in Hoima this year, winner of the Uganda National Team Selection Trials, winner of the Ugandan Pro League, winner of the Q Masters International Carnival in the team category, most valuable player in that competition, now attempting to be a winner of yet another competition in a country where he's making a foot stamp of his abilities using the year that is 2025. Now misses a yellow. The atmosphere is getting electrifying here. The arena is being kind of outpowered by the number of fans. All 3 tables are now being rested because everybody needs a spot to sit. Some can't even get somewhere to stand simply to watch the action. They do have their mobile phones, but they want to watch it with their naked eyes. I can hardly concentrate because I can hardly have any space, but I'll try my best. Ibrahim Kayanja trying his best. This time round it is him trying to play catch up, playing equalizer. He does have a problem of those 2 reds near the center pocket. I'm not so certain they are portable easily. He may want to play the cue ball into those reds to make them open for him to try and go for the frame with current piece of the table. That is the shot. He has failed to play the cue ball into the reds. And if he's to play that cue ball into the reds, the red now closer to the cue ball may have to be played not to the top corner pocket, but by a cut of that same red to the center pocket. Has white natural. It's going for the top cushion instead. This one could be special. Or probably he's realizing a line in between those 2 reds, which moves one of them, the one which is towards the corner pocket at the top right. If he does get the shot, he has a good chance of winning the frame. If he doesn't get it, he has an equally good chance of losing the same frame. There is no pot. The fans who are predominantly Ians are already starting to celebrate. By the way, Ian is playing in pretty much his locality. That is why for Ibrahim Kayanja, he's not having any support whatsoever. Everybody at the venue are fancying Ian for victory in this one, and he's playing like he surely will. Confident and skillful. Also has demonstrated a very good fighting spirit in this game. Now an overwhelming favorite for the victory. One of the most informed players in the country, pretty much in the region as well. Now just about to put that very good movement of the cue ball. Listen to the round of applause from the fans, which are predominantly is, as Ian aims for the black for the 8th time in the match and 16. Ian 8, Ibra 6. 3 frames to go. Ibra must win them all or else succumb to coming second behind here. Now, Ian's ability to put a ball on the break has been celebrated by fans as though he had potted black. They know, they trust the left hander that most of the time, when he has the chance as good as this, he normally takes those ones down. They want him to take the victory. They want him to take the money. They just want to take their pride, their bragging rights. The chance to have one of their own win a tournament, this time in front of his own home fans. Ian has the relatively difficult, and I'm only saying relative comparison in comparison to other of the yellows. That yellow ball that is so close to the red is the one which gives him some kind of difficulty. He may want to manipulate the cue ball well enough for him to put it to the corner pocket bottom of the screen. The possibility is there. The skill is there. The demand is there. The reason to play that same shot is there. And how good will the cue ball be? The cue ball is as good can be. This one could be one big shot that pretty much confirms Ian as someone that is getting close to the money and the victory. It is on target. Victory pretty much assured. It is where I normally say that the rest will always be a formality. Ian putting red with some slight cushion drive, dragging cue ball just a little off the cushion. It is a miss. He became kind of complacent, maybe kind of arrogant. I saw him drag the cue ball to manipulate it so sweetly. There was no need. He simply needed to roll the ball. And hopefully for him, Ibrahim Kayanja will not punish him the very hard way. Everybody was standing on their tiptoes. They thought they were going to celebrate what they are calling a victory that did belong to them. The learning curve continues. This stream now does have Ibrahim Kayanja as a big favorite to win. Looked at one moment like the final was going to be won in its last frame by break and finish. Instead, it could be the final that is still alive because Ibrahim Kayanja is on the verge of punishing Ian for complacency, carelessness, arrogance. He will want to put both red and black to the same corner pocket top of the screen, and he surely will. The fans may have their celebrations held. Ibrahim Kayanja is alive. Ibra 7, Ian 8. Thank you for watching. Dyson Emmanuel, Philo, Lucas, you saw the celebration is postponed. Okay, you are watching there on the Facebook stream. Do enjoy on the YouTube stream. Thank you for watching. Namokwaya Remy, MX, you said he just needed to put normally, no spin. You are very right. If he loses this match, he will be as guilty as charged. And there is every reason to think it is possible because Ibra has broken and made a yellow and a red on the break, leaving an open table. I want to think that the Reds are positioned slightly better because of one of the yellows which is packed just around the cushion and behind the black. The real machine gets reds. Now 4 of them on the table, only one of them positioned trickily. The one that is frozen against the cushion on the right, it's the one that is probably manipulating the cue ball 4 now. He could take this match into a decider. The cue ball has to bounce off the cushion and then move towards the opposite end of the table. He also has to be on target. He also has to ensure that he's not snookered. He also needs to have full sight of the black ball because he needs to cut it sharp. This is the shot he's trying to play. The cue ball, he has the mastery of it. He is on target. Cue ball seems to be a little bit of an issue. His body language says it all. Samuel Napoleon, thank you for watching on the Facebook stream. He must not only find the black, he wants to find a way to put it. He's playing some kind of mass shot, cover the cue ball a little around the black, to find a little around the yellow, to find the black. It's the shot he wants to play. He has inspected the black ball for one more time. He's probably having a change of mind. He wants maybe to hit the black off the cushion, bank it to the corner pocket. The corresponding corner pocket, he will not be potting. At least he has been able to play some kind of defense on the cue ball, leaving it at the bottom end of the table, where Ian will be finding it either hard, if not impossible, for him to pot any of his yellows. Will he find the black? Seems he will find it, but he will not pot it. Ian is seeming like someone who still has in mind that chance he got and blew it away. Allowed IBRAHIM KAYANJA back into the final. He's just imagining that this final should have been done a long while ago. He must either make a ball now or play success defense. He's going for a sharp cut of one of the yellows to the center pocket on the left. He must get it in. He's also under pressure. He cuts it sharp, gets it in, plays the cue ball into another yellow. He's reminding us of his ability. Despite that he gave out chance for his opponents to play again, another chance comes begging for Ian to take the final down once and for all now on 4 yellows. Black is positioned well. Only one of the yellows is positioned trickily, the one that is frozen against the cushion on the left, which if he plays quite cool, does grant him natural white ball for another yellow, the one which is in between the 3 left on the table. Probably he may have learned that this time round rolling is safer. He plays the cue ball in space. This time round, surely, with the 2 yellows and the black, the tournament must be done, sealed, wrapped up, taken by Ian. That's 1 more yellow and the black. Before he does play, his fans are already celebrating. IBRAHIM KAYANJA knows that he will be second. Ian KAZIBWE, the pride of Roxbury, for the 8th time this year, wins the tournament. Celebrations are starting here. Of course, people are pretty much Ian fans. This is the area where he's born and bred and has made them very proud. celebrations will be going on here for some time this evening. These are very, very, very passionate fans. For now, I will be thanking you for being a very passionate crowd online for the entire day. I wish you a very good rest of the evening. May the Almighty God bless you. See you later in other competitions. Good night.